All your lives on the face.
Eze abịa mụ ka nsi abịa ọ bụ Chukwu nọ nso ogidi anamụ ọnụ mụwa anamụ niile egwu a ka nje nye nwoke obi ọcha egwu a ka nje nye nwanyị obi ọcha aisi nwoke na nwanyị si bịa gbalị egwu a maka na egwu a bụ egwu udo egwu a bụ egwu agamunero anyị na-ekwu si na adịlị nwoke mma onye adịlị nwanyị mma na anyị nọdụ n'ụbọchị ịgba ije 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 ekume ọ̀rẹ́sẹ̀ mákàrúnù ìjẹ̀lẹ̀ mú ọ̀rẹ́sẹ̀ mákàrúnù mú ní etí egun mú bíánú lónú mú ìjẹ̀lẹ̀ mú wọ́n. N'egwu agwụ egwu alụsị n'egwu nnebe egwu agwụ egwu alụsị chimo n'egwu egwu
Good morning, viewers all over the world. Okay, the role we kita wewu Chinonso Eze-Ana go mo na temple oti bani jele. Omo ne like nya bu je na social media platforms. Chinonso get download on your. Yes. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Bomu Obuefi Eze-Ana, Ugochi Tubel, or Rifite. Bobi Pomaka Jugo. Abomoni Saint Chuacha, Ugochi Tubel na temple. And in a bar for bar family, Lokazi Olomo de teacher. Abokazi Moni Saint Chuacha, Northern Restoration, Evangelical Mission. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. Nobody can know our case. You show quite better. The power of the mind. The power of the mind. If you pay attention today, you will learn something very unique. That when put into practice, you will begin to see massive results. Like I used to tell you, what you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. And I will keep telling you, search for wisdom, search for knowledge. If you are knowledgeable, you become a master. If you lack knowledge, you remain a slave. So before we dive into today's lecture, important announcement. We are still in the month of February, and our monthly ritual for the month is still ongoing. Remember, you can join us anywhere you are all over the world. We started these group rituals over 3 years now. We have massive testimonies, but as you all know, we don't share it on social media or even in Eze-Ana TV. You know why? It's not necessary. It's not why we are here, but I can tell you, n'ike dị n'aja na-achụ n'igwe. Nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. Onye nchọka nkọwalụ. N'isi ụtụtụ ejegori m na temple chụọ aja gọọ ọfọ kwubie okwu n'isi ndị niile sonyere anyị all over the world. The friends of the temple, the children of the temple, and the members of Ordinary Restoration Evangelical Mission worldwide. I got you the aja to ruo na the last day of the month. I get you ọnụ na-eri. Yes. I get you ọnụ na-eri. Welu jee na mmiri jee mee saraka. Gaje na-akpọ ọkala ete chụọ aja for favor. Then gbagotazi na temple chụọ aja to entities of power site na temple. Jee n'ebe nchụ aja gbuo ebu mee saraka. Nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. Yes, so ọ bụrụ na ị dị interested in isonye ya bụ aja, ị ga-eme we forward ya 3 prayer requests. You make token donation to the account number. Chat them na WhatsApp and find other details we need for you in order to book you. Jambuni na GPT, agency go na buri ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ. So ọ bụrụ na nwekwara ajụjụ iwe na nkụzi ma ọ bụ na ịchọ ka isonye na ya bụ aja ma ọ bụ na ịchọ ka agbalụ gị afa mmiri WhatsApp nọmba m bụ 0805 7837672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. Mob 0813 8243 871. I repeat, 0813 8243 871. Let's now proceed into today's lecture proper. Like I told you before, the topic of today is what you should know about the power of the mind. Yes, if you pay attention, today's lecture will not be that long. But if you pay attention, you will learn one or two immediately to succeed on this planet Earth massively. Like I used to tell you in my previous lectures, what you need to succeed here on Earth is basically 3 things. Yes. And search for those 3 things, very important. 1, you search for wisdom. Wisdom. Ndị Igbo gboro ya akọ na uche. Yes. Akọ na uche. Ya bụ wisdom. Then, ma ọ ka next kpọrọ ya amamihe. Amamihe bụ na ịdị knowledgeable and understand how to apply that knowledge. Hosea 4:6 says, and I quote, "My people are suffering because of lack of vision and knowledge." Ị ga-enwe amamihe, well articulated, have the wisdom where you want to be. Then, ị ga-enwe the vision. Ihe ị na-enegara anya, set goals. Yes, that is the principle of life. You must be focused. You must be determined. The third one is knowledge. Yes, like a na-ekwu okwukwe na-enwere ezi ọlụ nwụrụ anwụ n'onwe ya, okwu eziokwu. Mana ana m agwa gị, knowledge ọbụla, if you have knowledge but you are not practicalizing it, that is, in more cases I may apply, is a wasted knowledge. In all fields of life, we have people that are knowledgeable, but they lack the ability to apply it. To have knowledge is one thing, and to know how to apply knowledge, yes, is a different thing. They are all 2 different things. Today, my teaching today is to let the bandage in your eyes fall. So for you to discover the power of the mind, because Mind is the spiritual gateway. Some people will tell you the power of the mind is the third eyes, because even a blind man with the power of the mind, yes, the senses still work, and from time to time he can actually walk to any environment he is familiar with. Yes. So power of the mind is very powerful. If only you will understand the power of their mind, because the power of the mind is the gateway of the inner you. So begin today to activate that, yeah, the power of their mind in you. That is the inner you that has been dormant because of maybe lack of knowledge and understanding of how things work in creations. Whatever you want to be, wherever you want to be in the nearest future, everything is in your hands to work it out. I keep telling you one thing that I have found out that is so unique among successful people here on earth is power of consistency, power of determination. They never give up. I keep telling you, one of the secrets of success on earth is never giving up. As long as you are in the right path, as long as you have done the right thing, even if you are not getting the result the way you wanted it at the moment, never give up. At that particular point, I will tell you that giving up is a coward act. I took my time to analyze great minds of this world. Sometimes some people normally give up whenever they have little challenge or challenges of life. Challenges of life is inevitable. There are no two ways about that. Yes. Nature have taught us that every time is not time of abundance. And we okay. Let's use the normal 3 seasons we have here in Nigeria. For example, we have the rainy season, the time of abundance. Then we have dry season, ogogani. Even the atmosphere, even the look around your environment, you will notice that the trees are not actually looking so good. Grasses get dried up. Most of the trees around you lose lack of goodness of life. They look weak. Their leaves will not be glittering the way it used to glitter in the rainy season. So that is what you should know about nature. And there's another season called oge nkwadobe ihe ume, oge harmattan. Ị ga-afụkwa ụfọdụ osisi ụfọdụ ha ebido na-agwụ akwụkwọ. They will not be looking as fresh as they used to be during the rainy season. That has 3 seasons. Even in our personal lives, we experience those 3 seasons in our life. The only thing is that you are not paying attention to know exactly. If I ask you the season you are right now in life, in circle of life, you might not know. That is why people that does not plan is planning to fail. Maybe you are now, everything goes your direction, everything you think happens the way you want it. And you are forgetting to pay attention and make use of the opportunity given to you right now. So pay attention to what is happening to you. But that time you have it in abundance. Remember that there will be time for dry season. Remember also that there will be time for harmattan. Don't abuse any time you have now. Don't abuse any privilege given to you, whether that privilege is given to you by the spirits or by fellow human. So, because whatever that is given to you now is for a purpose. If you are in a state of abundance, you are witnessing rainy season of life. Remember, na enwere oge ọ ga-eruo ifesie oge ọkọchị n'oge harmattan. Now, how do you plan your life to sustain you so that you will not feel the dryness of dry season? So that you will not feel the impact of harmattan. So use your common sense. That is where wisdom comes in. There is a little story I want to tell you about the man called Buddha. The man called Buddha that founded Hinduism. This particular man was a prince. He's supposed to be the successor of his father. But you know what normally happened in the olden days? He traveled to a far distance. Before he could come back, his own father, the king, has passed on. And there's no way you can keep anụ ọkụkọ for onye jere Ọnịcha. Your brothers are telling you in Igbo language. Igbo adage says, you can't keep chicken meat to someone that traveled to Ọnịcha. I didn't ever know Ọnịcha anụ ọkụkọ. Ọ ịnụ ndị Igbo ya. So n'ime anyị nwere onwe ya megide mgbe nna ya nwụrụ is nowhere to be found. His younger brother was crowned the king. When he returns, and then one or two captains in one ship, right? So that is how he lost the throne. So he was so sad about the whole incident, to the extent that he can't fight his brother, because his brother is already a king with all the armies of the kingdom behind him. So he went into the forest to nurse his wound and meditation to console himself. On that time of meditation, he was so sober, he feels so down. That is on that particular state of life, he discovered his inner him, his inner self. And that is when he made the use of the power of the mind the most. He discovered his true being and opened himself up to assimilate the spiritual vibrations. That is how he began to receive messages intuitively, making use of the power of the mind. Power of the mind is so powerful that if you nurture it very well, it's called intuition perception. Intuitively begin to activate that your intuitive powers. The power of the mind will always guide you. If you develop yourself to a certain height, you will be able to make use of that power of the mind. Yes. I told you severally, there are sometimes by mere looking at somebody, the power of the mind will come and begin to tell me few things about the person. On many occasions, some people have encountered me without even telling me why they came, than to give them message. It's the power of the intuition, power of the mind. Even if you are gifted to that level, you will not be able to make use of it unless you begin to develop your inner mind. You know the importance of denoising your mind. Some people normally get message, but because of the number and loudness of the noise within them, in their inner self, now they will not be able to hear the voice of the mind. The power of the mind is very powerful. You can never go astray if you're a type that always listens to your inner self, the intuition, your intuitive powers. Because intuition is very correct. As long as you nurture it, you always come across people that will tell you, no people can make her. But I tried so much to suppress that power of the mind, and they do the other thing, and they were wrong. Before I say, "Oh, that is the power of the mind." Power of the mind is so accurate. This mind they are seeing is so powerful. If you always nurture and develop that inner you via the power of the mind. Because power of the mind can never be manipulated. But human intelligence, your intellectual power, can be manipulated. Yes, somebody can use with tongue to manipulate your intellect. Somebody can use visual conviction, the power of visual conviction, to convince the intellect. Yes, somebody can hypnotize you, somebody can do so many things in order to manipulate your human intelligence. That's why you see some people that we said they were scammed. Is because they allow themselves, they allow their intellect to be manipulated because of what they thought that is wise within their intellect second. But whenever you pay attention to your inner being, the thought, the making good use of the power of the mind, that is where what I have been teaching you all this while. Always have what I call spiritual exercise. Very important. Is during spiritual exercise you engage the power of the mind, the inner you, into conversation, into valuable discussion. That is when you develop the spirit of discernment. Because without the spirit of discernment, you always fall a victim of what you don't know. So today, as you are hearing this voice today, always engage your mind. That's why great minds, from time to time, you withdraw yourself from the general public, from over noisy environment where we are living. Look for quiet time in a quiet environment for meditation and spiritual exercise. It will help you to receive more vision, more knowledge, more spiritual strength. Like I told you before now, all they do say the prayerless child of God is powerless child of God. Whether you for their prayer, whether you for the offer, they are almost the same thing. But take home today is make sure you create time, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes daily within your 24 hours for meditation. It will help you a lot. I keep saying it. It will help you to know what is expected of you. It will help you to understand how things work in creation so that you will not fall a victim of what you don't know. Always pay attention to the power of your mind. Let me tell you again, whatever that you are seeing with physical eyes started with the power of the mind. Whatever that is you are seeing that is massively achieved has been one time product of the mind. This mind has the capacity to create good things, positive things or negative things, as case may be. So always pay attention to the power of their mind and be able to make use of that power of the mind to create great things out of your mind. Remember, whatever that is imaginable is achievable. Stop limiting yourself by excluding the power of the mind, or limiting yourself by not activating or believing the power of the mind. Everything that is creatable starts from the mind. Most of the times, people normally fill their mind with negative thoughts. No matter the especially in yoga, I do sorry, okay. But everything they say no matter, no matter. Somebody came to my place yesterday. They believe that no matter they may 1 year working. Fact, to be very straightforward, the young man believed na 1 year working. Now, when 1 year working is responsible, why 1 year working boycotted the family or not interested in my own family? Because focus on attention, yeah, no more. Simple, forgetting the entire family. So for them, for the young man that visited me on behalf of other people at home, they believe that this their brother wife is one manipulating their brother. But when he came to me, I told him, no, I will not succumb to what you are saying. Because what you are saying is still mere allegation. Yes, until the true definition of what is actually happening is revealed. But for now, your brother's wife still remains innocent. So I don't know what you are passing through your own family. But I can tell you, some people always believe no matter name. We're not saying you want to believe no matter name, somebody is doing you all the time. People adage says, no, if you're a type that always believe that somebody is after you, you are making your chi and your spiritual forces to be dormant. And they have already weakened them by always constantly believing that no matter Mary. If somebody has the solution to your problem, if somebody has keys to your success, if somebody is behind your problems, I can tell you all because you are equal. Because you need equal. That somebody can manipulate you. And that's one of the reasons why the person manipulated you. All those avoid having negative thoughts all the time. Everything started with the power of the mind. With the power of the mind, you can make declarations and build towards it how you want their world to be, how you want your tomorrow to be. You have the ability, because of the spark of God in you, the spiritual you, to change and decide how you want your tomorrow to be. That somebody is after you, somebody is hypnotizing you, somebody is doing this, somebody is that, is because your spiritual vibration is very weak, making you vulnerable to any attack. So step up the game. Begin today to operate in a higher frequency If you begin to operate in a higher frequency, believe in me, there is nothing someone lower vibration can do to you. Igbo spirituality is not all about just no, far from that. Igbo spirituality is for higher vibrations. Like I told you before, I have read so many spiritual books. Yes, in search of the truth. I went many places. But I can tell you without missing words that Igbo spirituality is the best. Because Igbo spirituality gave you opportunity to develop the power of the spirituality, the power of the mind, the power of the spoken words, and the power of the practicality. So Igbo spirituality is the compendium of the entire spirituality. Because I Orudu n'Igbo. Ghọtara ya? Anyị dị n'olu dị n'ịyaji. Because ihe okwu ọnụ mmewu, Igbo spirituality is there. Ihe practical solution mmewu, Igbo spirituality is there. So for that reason, Igbo spirituality remain the top. Remain on top. So what I'm telling you, begin today. It's not all about just Echuchara Meru Chioji. Have you created time for your spiritual exercise? When you engage the power of the mind. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture on nature of our family, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 783 7672. I repeat 0805 783 7672 or 0813 8243 871. I repeat 0813 8243 871. As of now, no way bro je ju etu aja ebecha na oye pro me. May the blessing of Chukwu get be with you all. May you all be favored. May you be remembered. May those people that neglected you begin today to look for you. May work of your hands begin to yield fruits. May you never labor in vain. May you be protected. May all your blessings begin today to locate you. N'aha Chukwu Remain blessed. Thank you.